morning, children. So, class 6. I hope you're doing fine at home, enjoying your life, not giving your parents trouble. So, if you're watching this video in the morning, it's good morning. If you're watching this video in the afternoon, it's good afternoon. And if you're watching it in the evening, it's good evening. To you, to your family, your relatives, whoever's at home, all at home, to your siblings and everybody. So I hope you have this book with you. So this is class 6. So we continue Unit 1. Unit 1, we have one prose and we have one poetry. So if you open to page 1 and 2, we will notice that we have the prose known as the lighthouse. So I have shown you some scenes on the board. You should see the lighthouse is very important for sailors who are sailing out in the dark sea. It's pitch black. You know, pitch black means just close your eyes for some time. Now what do you see? Darkness. So that is how it is during the olden days time. There was darkness and sailors couldn't see. So they had, in olden days they didn't have electricity. So what did they do? They took logs and branches and they stood up on top of a high land, where there is a high land where all sailors can see or fishermen can see, and they burned fire. Not like when you go for camping, you burn a small fire. And you know, you have a small party, you burn a fire, bonfire, not like that. Huge fire, logs. Logs means trees. The trunk of a tree, not branches. So huge fire they used to burn. And you also know that Henry Winstanley was the first to invent the lighthouse. And I showed you that also. And you know what's the wiki? The wiki, a person who takes care of the lighthouse. So these days what has happened in the 21st century, we have electronic devices, all computerized on the ships. And it's more easier. You may not need a lighthouse along the coastline. You may not need a lighthouse in different type of ports. A port is a dock, or port is a place where ships are anchored. Like you have a garage where cars are parked. Okay, you cannot say ships are parked. They are anchored because they are anchored with an anchor. So we continue with the first chapter. If you click on the audio on your website, you will get the reading. So before you click on the audio, I will be reading, same the way we do it in class. Before we start any chapter, I will start the reading. I will explain to you what is the chapter about. So today I have showed you on the board a demonstration about lighthouses and how they came into existence. And same way we continue the class. You take your book out, make sure that your finger is under the lines, and then click on the audio. Make sure you have your big book out so that you don't miss out any pronunciation and so on. And when you read on your own loudly, when there's a comma, you stop for some time. If there's a full stop, you stop for a longer time. And then you can always rewind the audio to read it again. So one time you hear the reading, what's in the audio. After that, you follow the audio and read along with the audio. After that, you read on your own loudly. So reading is very good. It's important for you to learn your lessons by reading because it's receptive skills. It remains. Whatever you read should remain in your mind. Okay? It's receptive skills. You get grasping abilities from that. And loud reading is important. Find a place at home where you can read loudly. So that is it. So when you open to page 2, you will see the lighthouse. You will see Rajiv and Mahadev, the son and father. So Rajiv was very excited. It's a very simple story. Rajiv was very excited because his father was taking him to see the lighthouse, which I have showed you, and you can also see the lighthouses in your book itself, also over there. You can see the lighthouse is there on page 3. And he was very excited and he used to ask many questions about lighthouses. The same way I told you how they came into existence. First they didn't have electricity, they used to burn branches and logs. So the same way his father used to explain. It helps the sailors to sail, to navigate. So when a sailor's sailing in the ship, he navigates the ship. The captain of the ship navigates. He doesn't drive the ship. You can't say I'm driving the ship. I'm navigating the ship, because the process has a different function. Okay? So that's the difference between sailing. And you go on a voyage. You don't go on a bus ride. It's not a ride. It's a voyage. You're sailing on water. So it's a different way to learn things. So that's how you improve your language. So Rajiv was very excited, and his father took him to see the lighthouse. So you can read the story first. Hear the audio and then read the story, and it's very easy to answer the questions. After that you'll come across words like dangerous. Okay? Opposite of dangerous means safe. You'll come across words like, or you open to page 4, you come across words like short. They'll ask you to give their opposite. Short means long, very simple. Low means high. Far means near. Old means new. Stop means begin. So simple words. So simple for a 6th standard. I think you can easily do this on page 4. And you should learn new words. The vocabulary or the lexis content is most important, so that when you finish your schooling, you may not remember the story about the lighthouse, but you remember what a lighthouse is. What's the purpose of a lighthouse, which I have showed you. You'll remember that, but you won't remember what Rajiv and his father spoke about along the way. Once you go into higher classes, even I don't remember what I have read in my book, lower standards during school time, so many years ago. I also don't remember. So same way like that. So trip. What is a trip? A trip is a short visit to some place. What's a journey? Journey means going from one place to another. That's it. You go from one place to another, it's a journey. And then travel, you come across words like travel. Travel means to same. Travel from one place to another, move from one place to another, or to go from one place to another. And voyage means a long journey by sea or air. Voyage means a long journey by sea or air. So very easy it should be for you. The questions are very easy. Why was Rajiv thrilled? You know why was Rajiv thrilled. Once you read the story, you'll come to know. Because he wanted to see the lighthouse. It's so simple. What is a lighthouse? I have explained to you what is a lighthouse. It guides the sailors. One simple sentence, it guides the sailors to navigate. Or it guides the sailors to navigate safely. S-A-F-E-L-Y. Very simple. How are lighthouses useful to sailors? Because they are like traffic light signals. They are like traffic signals or traffic lights. See the traffic light, if you see red it means stop. If you see green it means go. Yellow means to watch out. Same like that. But it doesn't have all red, yellow. It has only one light. Bright light. Which circulates around. You know, it starts to dwindle or circulates. And just like the traffic policeman, he stands on the road and he directs the traffic that goes to different directions. So he sorts out all those directions so that there is no accident. So that's what the lighthouse does. Okay? It helps to navigate sailors safely so that they do not encounter dangerous areas like rocky areas, or maybe there's fog. And then you saw at the beginning of that 2 fishing boats were sailing. They didn't see in the dark. It was dusk. Dusk means sunset time. D-U-S-K, dusk means sunset time. And the boats were going, they didn't see each other and the boats crashed. Because they went out fishing, they must have got late, they couldn't come home in time before the sunset. And it got dark. Once it got dark, they couldn't see anything. So that's the same way. Okay? What are the lighthouse built of? They can be built of wooden structures. This time they can be built of iron rods and so on. I've showed you at the beginning. So they can be built of bricks also, cement walls. It can be built of anything. But a lighthouse is a tower. It's a long tower. T-O-W-E-R, tower. Because it has to be long. It has to be high, above the tree levels. It has to be above the tree levels. Okay. So what did the people use in lighthouses before the invention of electricity? So they used to burn logs and branches. That's what they used to use. I showed you there on the scene. So everything is ready for you. All you have to do is improve your reading and so on. After that you will come across these words when you open to page 6. Very simple it is, page 6. One who sails across the river or sea is a sailor. One who sails is a sailor. One who fishes, who catches fish for his living is a fisherman. A tall building in the sea which guides the sailors, lighthouse. And I'll give you one more word. It's called beacon. B-E-A-C-O-N. B-A-C-O-N. Beacon you can also say. So in the book over here you can write lighthouse, but you can write one more extra word called beacon. You can also call a lighthouse beacon. It's not beacon and all that. The area of land by the sea side or by the sea is a seashore. So the area of land is a seashore. So land next to the sea water, not river water, not pond water, not stream. Sea means huge quantity of water, density of water is called shore, sea shore, or beaches also you can call it. But in the book you can write seashore. A journey by sea is voyage. So very simple. Very simple. And then you will have a very simple thing. You open to page 7 and you have a word grid. You can easily complete the word grid. Bus, car, train, truck. I gave you some tips on that. That you do it at home. So, I hope everything is fine at home and you're helping your parents. Take care of your parents. These are not good times. Take a broom, sweep your home, take a mop your home, do some exercise, eat well, don't watch too much of movies, all these celebrities come, comedy shows, this shows, that shows, they don't help you much. Try to be with your grandfather and grandmother, that tell you a lot of stories. When I was a little kid, my parents told me a lot of stories and I used to listen to them, and these stories are real stories, See, how did they come across the lighthouse? Because of stories only. Boats meeting with accidents, fishermen drowning in the sea because of hard storm or because of fog, some accident took place. Because of stories only they started to build the lighthouse. They got an idea, okay, we have to show some signals to the sailors so that they can be navigating safely in hazard waters, stuff like that, okay? So God will also provide the best for you. No troubles will come on your way. Keep a clean heart. Morning time, get up, meditate, pray. Be clean, be healthy, wash your hands always, be very careful, social distancing and so on like that. Okay? So that's about it. Class 6. I will see you and goodbye.